Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Councillor, members of the board, all protocol observed. My name is Pastor Clive K. from Organization for Media Ministries. Today I'm not addressing as a minister, but as a community leader. We are an organization called Media Ministries, Drug-Free Nation South Africa. We as an organization is advocating a drug-free nation. In doing so, right, the government has now recognized traditional medicine, alternative medicine, herbal alternatives. So in doing so, we're presenting a different form of medication because there's much to be learned from nature. This afternoon I have with me an apple. I'm going to eat it just now. I peeled this apple yesterday, but I also bruised it. You can see the inner part of this apple. This apple is governed by a protocol by God. The purpose of this apple is to protect a seed on the inside. I removed the skin, right? So what happened to the apple? It changed color. The chemical reaction that took place is because something happened to the skin, because I de-skinned it. Now, what the apple did, inside this apple, there is a thing called an immune system. What you and I have, it's a defense. So the apple automatically kicked in. The defense of this apple kicked in, and it started to protect itself. It started to form something. If you feel it, it's kind of slippery. So a defense mechanism was released. In doing so, it began to release some enzymes to protect itself. Just like that, you and I have a defense, which is called our immune system. Right? But you know what? If you eat this apple, there is medical properties right now because of the enzyme that has been released. If you eat a normal apple, you won't experience this. Because it's discolored, because enzymes has been released, if you're suffering from acute diarrhea, eat this apple now. In about an hour's time, your diarrhea will stop. India right now has done research. They've taken these enzymes and put it into a tablet form. When I landed in India, from the day that I landed in India to the day that I left India, I suffered from acute diarrhea. Until I go to the doctor, and the doctor did the same thing. He showed me the very same thing. He said, all you need to do is eat an apple that has been peeled for 2 hours. It will stop your diarrhea. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have an immune system within us. Today we are seated here because we have brought our immune system to an unbalanced position. As the apple is regulated by the protocol of God, you and I have been created just like that. The body needs 3 things to function. Sorry, ma'am. The speaker spoke about diabetes. Diabetes can be reversed, provided you do 20 minutes of vigorous exercise and start turning fat into muscle. That condition can be reversed because the body has been created so unique that it heals itself. Sorry about that. We advocate something else because every medication that you take, I speak on 3 categories of medication, right? Or drugs, good drugs, bad drugs, and natural drugs. Good drugs is medication that you come to the clinic or medication that is prescribed to you by your doctor. Then we also speak of bad drugs. Bad drugs is drugs that you can buy from drug lords. Those are bad drugs. Then you get natural drugs. Your body, God has created that produces your body today. Your body is the greatest pharmacist of all because it produces a thing called natural drugs. It's the same equivalent to drugs that you buy over the counter. That makes up your defense system. So this afternoon I'm encouraging you because we we can run this program. It's called Back to Basics. It's part of limited with time. I'm trying to jump here. And Back to Basics is a workshop that is workshop in the school. This is very integrated. So this year, I decided to invest some time with the elderly people. Speaking of alternative medicine, how to bring balance to the immune system and bring the body to a balanced position. Aided with the medication. Because you take your medication, there is a deficiency in your body that these modern medicine help you to cope with. But you can also, some of you are type 2 diabetes. Where you're taking, is it type 1 or type 2? Where you take insulin and you're taking metformin. Is it type 2 or type 1? Oh, now you're taking 2 different drugs to control a condition. But why do you take 2 different types of drugs? When you can take one and supplement the other with something else that works, that can bring your sugar levels down. So this is a program right now that we are running around with. It's called Eat Yourself to Fitness or Eat Yourself to the Grave. We're speaking of a lifestyle change. It's your responsibility. You need to invest in your health. I'm using the terminology invest because when you invest, it will give you dividends. And the dividends that you will receive is long life. So your responsibility as a person or as an individual to take care of your own health. And eating well plays a very pivotal role. And one of the things is we've also done research on the types of food that you need to eat and the different types of diet. People will come and hogwash you on this diet tablets, that diet tablet. You know what? We went as far as early civilization. And there is a diet that they used to eat. Now we call it the paleo diet. If you take your plate and if you divide your plate into 3 parts, 2 parts must be fruits and vegetables. 1 part must comprise of your carbs and your proteins. That's a balanced diet. And you know what? We tend to eat wrong. We're not taught about this. So we as an organization has invested a lot of time on alternative medicines, on food that you can eat that can cure you. Right? One of the things is, how many of you eat fruits and vegetables, fruits after you eat food? After you eat food, you eat your fruits. Right. That's a bad way of eating. Fruits you need to eat before you eat your food. Because the body starts to extract all the nutrition and vitamins that the body needs to aid your, and also to aid your immune system. Sorry, I didn't put up my chart on. Right? To aid your immune system, you need to build a strong defense. Right? And in doing so, your food plays a very pivotal role. And as raw as possible, there are many types of fruits and vegetables that I speak to the senior citizens that you can eat that will build up your defense system and also bring your sugar levels to normality. Bring your pressure levels to normality. You eat your way into fitness. So yes, I was limited to 10 minutes, but before I leave, I want to present sharing our manifesto. You can take it, ush it into the health department, because we advocating a drug-free nation. We're speaking of alternative medicine that works, right? Because right now, the drugs is big business, right? This is an institute run by a department, controlled by the government, and the leading of all is a pharmaceutical company that's reaping all benefits. There are medicines that we grew up with that works excellent, but because it's for free, it's not advocated. There are remedies, Indian remedies that work. We've done lots of research. I sit on 2 organizations, be genocide, be chemical warfare, be STEMI. So we are an organization that is integrated in the medical field. Ministries has integrated itself because in this workshop, I dissect the brain. And I tell you, I can take any medication and dissect it and give you the chemical makeup of the tablet or that medication, and I can bring it back to the natural drug that your body is producing. So I'm limited with time. I just want to present, sharing with our manifesto. Please take it along, usher it in the right department. Thank you very much for your time.